I done work with Nas, Big Sean, Jeezy, a bunch of other people, Jeremiah, Ty Dolla $ign, like a bunch of other people.
Just so happened to have had a situation with the biggest artist in the world, and it turned into a whole ghostwriting scandal. And now I am the ghost. Now anytime people work with me, it's like I'm supposed to be a ghost. But I'm a ghost.
Show your face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous_. Alright? We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous_. Alright? Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, it's looking like Quentin Miller is back in the headlines once again. And just like typical Quentin fashion, man, it's for all the wrong reasons. And let me tell you the sad part about Quentin Miller and his story, man. Quentin Miller to me is a very dope artist. Like his witty, charismatic style. And we seen that on, hearing him write for Drake and hearing Drake recite his lyrics. And with Quentin Miller, he has like a weird delivery, very nonchalant, laid back, but when you really listen to the things he say, it's witty, it's sarcastic, it's dope. You see what I'm saying, for lack of better terms. Now the problem is, man, ever since he went through that situation with Drake, his career has definitely I ain't gonna say it went on the deep end, but he pretty much was blackballed because nobody wants to work with him due to him having a beef with one of the biggest artists in the world. So that could be tough. So a lot of people don't want to sour their relationship with Drake by messing with Quentin Miller. However, Quentin Miller was just caught in between a feud between two rappers at the time because he didn't even expose the ghostwriting allegations and things that went on at that time. It was Meek Mill and Drama. It's just that Quentin Miller got in the middle, and then that kind of sabotaged his relationship with Drake. And since then, it seems like he's been on this roller coaster as far as his career. Some people check for him, some people don't. Some people don't want to bother with him, like I said, because of Drake. Now, here's the thing, right? People don't understand that 95% of these guys in the music industry, especially women, shout out to the women, but especially them, they have ghostwriters. Now, whether you want to believe it or not, a lot of our favorite rappers have ghostwriters. A lot of our favorite rappers have people that have threw them a couple lines in their songs. Does that take away from their craft? Does that take away from them and their artistry as a whole? No, it just happens. If I'm in the studio writing, somebody give me an idea and I happen to use it, that don't mean that they ghost wrote all my music for me. I just used the line. Maybe it was catchy at the time. Maybe I liked it. Kanye did it for Jay-Z plenty of times. We all know the whole situation with Quentin Miller and Drake. We know Diddy, Biggie was writing for Diddy. Cameron was writing some of Biggie's stuff. If I'm not mistaken, Cameron, or was it Fat Joe? He wrote a little bit for Big Pun. Everybody goes through it. But the problem is, as a fan looking in, people don't want to believe it, that their favorite artists have somebody writing, some of their stuff. Not all their stuff, but just some. But anyway, let's get to the point. Now, recently it came out that Quentin Miller may have wrote, a few lines for your boy Nas. Nas just came out with a new album not too long ago. I actually heard it was a dope album too. You know, shout out to Nas because he's still kicking and pushing decades later. They came out with a new album called King's Disease 3, and it's looking like Quentin Miller has some type of writing credits on it. Now here's the thing. Quentin Miller's frustration is this. Every time his name is associated with somebody or something, people want to attack them or attack him. But his point is that as a ghostwriter, you know, he's in a weird position, and he doesn't even like the term ghostwriter. You know, he said he's Quentin Miller. And the reason being is because for some reason, every time somebody works with him, they get backlash from it, and he does as well. So his thing is, he's in a sticky position because in order for him to get the credits, in order for him to work with other artists and actually make money, he has to make it known that he worked with certain individuals whenever he worked with them. But for some reason, every time he do, here goes the scrutiny. But other writers, such as Derek Milano, such as Party, these are guys who wrote for a whole bunch of people. A lot of the hits that you hear these days, Derek Milano is definitely, and y'all look him up, he definitely is a part of it. Party, Meg Thee Stallion's boyfriend, he's a part of a lot of hits for Cardi. You know, a lot of these people have ghostwriters. The Dream done wrote endless hits for Beyonce. So has Neo. You know, so like I said, man, y'all just gotta understand that it happens. And when it comes to Quentin Miller and Nas' circumstance, do I think Quentin Miller wrote a whole song for Nas? No. And even if, let's say hypothetically he did, right? I could see it happening on some Nas trying to fit in with the new sound, because Nas has I wouldn't say an old sound, but he has a distinctive sound that may not fit in with the younger audience of today. You know? So maybe he probably let Quentin Miller give him a couple lines or even write a chorus or something to try to fit into today and adapt and sound like what's popular today. Who knows? But does that take away from Nas's legacy? No. Nas was putting out hits and hardcore songs back when when Quentin Miller didn't even exist. But in all actuality, man, I think we should just let Quentin Miller do what he do, man. He's the only ghostwriter that we know that always seems to get backlash every time he works with an artist. Let that man work. You know, let him get his money. Let him do what he gotta do. And obviously, people like him. These artists like him because they keep going back to him. He worked with a whole bunch of people. And to add Nas, just to have Drake and Nas in your catalog and to say that you worked with them and you did work with them, that's a very, very, very good resume. So, like I said, man, that's pretty much just his frustration. He tired of being the butt of everybody's jokes and scrutiny whenever he works with somebody. He just want to be comfortable, work with his artists, make his money, and do his thing, man. I think we should just let him. It is what it is. But y'all jump in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.